Hi, it's Matt Young again. Welcome to the third session in our series on making friends with your mind. So far, we've learnt a number of important things about our minds. Firstly, thoughts rarely stop for long. Secondly, they usually need some airtime before they'll begin to slow down. And thirdly, when you try to stop thinking, you usually end up thinking more. It's also worth remembering that it's the brain's job to think. Just as the eyes see and the ears hear, the brain thinks. And just as we can't stop seeing or hearing, we can't stop thinking. If you think too much, that might sound like bad news. But just because there's no off switch for the brain doesn't mean you can't find a sense of peace, quiet, and clarity. You can. But you do it by attending to your thoughts rather than by trying to stop or suppress them. That's what we'll be doing in today's session. So, take a few moments to ease into the meditation. Don't be in any rush to relax or calm yourself down. Trust that your mind will settle of its own accord. For now, just tune into your thoughts as though you were sitting down with a good friend over coffee, keen to catch up on their news. Your job for the next few minutes is just to listen. Let your mind spin its stories without censure. If it wants to complain or criticize or judge, let that be okay. And if it wants to worry or plan, let that be okay. If it wants to explore the past and future, let that be okay. And if your mind wants to rest, that's okay too. You may also notice sounds and sensations, gaps between one thought and the next, or any number of emotions. Pay attention to them all with courtesy, respect, and kindness. There's no need to interrupt your thoughts. Let them go on for as long as they need to. Lend them an ear. You may worry that your mind will never shut up unless you do something about it. But thoughts don't last forever. When you give them your full attention, they often disappear quite quickly. For now, just be patient with the voices in your head. You may not find yourself feeling peaceful and calm right away. It takes time to make friends. You'll need to be tolerant and forgiving. Perhaps you could listen to your thoughts as though they belong to an upset friend. Perhaps you could respond to them with empathy, kindness, and support. If you let your thinking go on, you may be surprised where it leads. Even the most troubling thoughts sometimes resolve into states of inner quiet. What are your thoughts trying to say or do? And remember, if your thoughts seem overwhelming, you can always do something about that. You could let your out-breath be a little softer and slower. Or you could seek out some sense of restfulness in the body. A subtle tingling in your hands or feet. Or a sense of warmth between contact points. You could even open your eyes and spend a few moments appreciating the quality of the light. Or you could tune into the soundscape as though it were your favourite song. And all the while, you can permit your thoughts to drift in and out of awareness. Be willing to receive each moment afresh. And remember that it won't be all smooth sailing. You relax best by working with disturbances, not by trying to get rid of them. So how are you feeling now? What are you thinking about? Does your mind feel chaotic, confused, or overwhelmed? If not, that's something to be thankful for. And even if this has been a challenging meditation, don't despair. Now, as we finish, you may like to thank your mind for its input, for the thoughts it's shared. You might even imagine shaking hands with your mind, remembering that it's probably just trying to keep you well informed and safe. In our next session, we'll explore how to establish a safe and comforting environment in which to further explore our thoughts. See you then.